Okay, so I've set up my first strategy on stand copy trade, but you may have noticed that I didn't actually set a filter for it to be just for politics. So what I'm going to do now is show you how you can go back and change a strategy if you need to, once it's already live or after the fact. So what we're looking at here is the copy trade dashboard. Gives you a nice suite of analytics to help you kind of decide how your performance is doing. Also gives you the ability to change a particular strategy. So I'm going to go ahead and click that here. And you can see if I scroll down, there's a section that's expandable called Advanced Settings. And what's nice about this is you can really set real limitations around how you want your strategy to execute. So in the case of politics, I'm going to go ahead and select the category of politics. You note that you can also exclude certain categories, which is really convenient if there's a trader who's really bad in one domain but good in another. So if Domer, for the sake of argument, is bad at sports, you can exclude all sports markets. And if you just want to focus on politics, you can just include politics. As I scroll down, you can obviously set a budget. So I'm going to go ahead and up this to $40. Please note you can't obviously lower your budget once it's already been spent. So just as a heads up. Entry price, that's what price point you want to tail your trader in and out of. So for example, if you want to set that you'll only copy trade them when they buy at 10 cents or at most 50 cents, that gives you that control here. Slippage gives you a little bit of control over the price that you'll follow them into their trade. Offset ticks, this is really handy for limit orders, so you can set market or limit orders. And offset ticks basically gives you kind of the range of how much you're going to buy or sell within their particular price range. Really, really helpful if you know what you're doing. Most people probably just stick to market orders if you don't. Max per market. This is a really popular one, so make sure that you don't get too much exposure in a particular market. So I could say, for example, I don't want to spend more than $10 for any particular market I follow Domer into for politics. Max per trade, I could say I don't want to spend more than $5 per particular trade. Minimum volume and minimum liquidity, these are great controls to help figure out kind of markets that may not have a lot of liquidity so you don't get a bad price. Min trigger, this is a really good one. It helps you kind of set what the minimum amount that your followed trader has to buy before you buy. So if they buy a certain amount, then you obviously get control over that. And then the last four are all around time frames, but the first one is different. The first one is the resolution time frame of a particular market. So if you want a shorter term market, you can obviously set that here. The expiries are for when you can set kind of a time frame for your limit orders, so how long they'll stay in the order book for both buy and sell. And then copy expiry is basically a time frame where it says don't follow this trader after a certain time period. And that's really handy for crypto markets if you're following, or weather markets if you're following on a very kind of tight time frame, something to kind of just take note of. So there's a lot of different controls that you can kind of access at your fingertips with advanced settings on copy trade settings. Most of them you don't need to worry about, but we give you that control just so you can do a little bit more.